Welcome back to another episode of the Recap Fantasy Sports Podcast. I am your host, Open Mind, along with your other host, DZ, and we back with week 10 of NFL DraftKings football, NFL Fantasy Sports football, and some NBA. Y'all missed us on week 9. We had family problems. Forgive us, right? But we back on schedule. We back, y'all. We back. We're about to get into week 10 of football. But before we do that, let's kind of recap what happened in week 9. So, DZ, if you don't mind, I gotta do some administrative work in the background. So I'm gonna pass the mic to you. Give us, if you know, just off top of your head, what how was your fantasy week 9 as far as like, you know, basketball, football, upsets, triumphs? What happened, fam? What happened in week 9? What happened this past brother?
I mean, to start it off, my basketball was pretty good, but man, my NFL, there were some calls I wish I would have made, but I didn't do it. First off, Josh Jacobs. Did not see that coming.
Heard?
And yeah, your boy Josh Dobbs really got my attention.
Yo, I wanted to talk about him last week, which I'm gonna get into that. But go ahead, finish up.
Yeah, Josh Dobbs, Houston Texans quarterback. Man, he ripped it up. I think him and Baker Mayfield went into like a serious shootout. Man, it was just eye opening. I didn't expect none of this to happen, but like you said, we didn't know what the hell was going to go on.
And what about basketball?
Ugh. Right now, I'm on a losing streak, but
Me too. Me too. Don't feel
I,
bad.
I was
I've
I
been
was
going.
I was doing good, but just like you switched. I guess I switched up on the strategy and just forgot what I was doing because I guess I've been rushing a little bit lately, and it just hasn't been working out for me. But yeah, Sunday was good, then it just went downhill since then.
Man, the thing about what happened with Josh Jacobs is like, and it wasn't really a thing with Josh Jacobs. It's just who do they play again? They play
Was it the
uh
Giants?
did they play the Giants?
Whatever,
Yeah, they showed
whatever it was,
they
they
did.
destroyed them. It was just like, wow,
They
really,
played the
y'all?
they played the Giants, and it was the first game with the coach. You know, that's the thing. Josh McDaniels got fired.
Oh yeah, I guess that is
That's
true.
the part. That's the part. I was like, y'all trying to figure out what happened. What happened? Yes, a lot has happened. Josh McDaniels got fired, and they celebrated in the locker room when he got fired. They're like, y'all like,
That is true.
what is going on, man? Like,
And then
like
and
so,
and then they came out and gave him administrator a beat, and nobody saw it come out of nowhere.
man. So, so let me speak on it briefly. Josh McDaniels is a trash coach, right? He's trash. As soon as the other coach in, black man, power to the people, mind you, black coach, black general manager, and black I forget the other title. Uh but black folks running the Raiders right now. And as soon as a black person take over, they start winning. Not that they going to the Super Bowl or the playoffs right now. At this point in the season, they pretty much need to just play for pride because they ain't really going nowhere. The season is kind of, I don't think they can come back right now, especially with the schedule that the Raiders got. But even if they don't come back, they should still get that black coach a second chance going next year and not just make him a filler because I think he can really turn, you know what I'm saying, that team around. As far as Josh Dobbs, okay, so let me get into the Josh Dobbs stuff real quick because I know we got to get to these lineups, but I got to get this off my chest, fam. I got to get this off my chest. What Josh Dobbs did in Minnesota shocked everybody except me. Oh, he got rolled off. He got dismissed. But I needed y'all to understand what Josh Dobbs was doing in Arizona up until the day he got traded, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just Josh Dobbs going to Minnesota. Oh, their season is tanked. No, it's not. Josh Dobbs has been a solid QB since week 1 of football. He beat the Dallas Cowboys with the Cardinals. Who played for the Cardinals off the top of your head outside of Kyler Murray? Name a Cardinals player on defense and offense, off the top of your head, rhetorical question, that play for the Cardinals. And those guys beat the Dallas Cowboys, who's a great team, by the way. Not saying the Cowboys are trash. I'm saying that the Cardinals are trash. But Josh Dobbs isn't trash, right? A
Mm-hmm.
team can be trash, quarterback can be good. So we haven't spoke about Josh Dobbs on the show yet. It's week 10. We're speaking about it now because of what he did in Minnesota. But I've been secretly making lineups with Josh Dobbs as my quarterback. And I've been winning little coins here, little dollars here and there. But Josh Dobbs has been kind of saving me. When I put all of my marbles on these other star lineups and these good lineups, I'll make a Josh Dobbs lineup with some Arizona Cardinals on there. I'll get Josh Dobbs and I'll pick the tight end McBride, and
Mm-hmm.
then I'll pick sometimes I'll pick Marquise Brown. Sometimes I'll just pair Josh Dobbs up with McBride. Josh Dobbs will flame out. McBride will flame out in my tight end spot, and all my other filler picks in between make just enough points for me to be green and cash out and play again. And I've been noticing that it's like, damn, if I just put Josh Dobbs on a better lineup and actually put some money behind him instead of 10 cents, but actually $1 or $5 or whatever, I probably could have won some money. So I kept telling myself, because Josh Dobbs' stats have shown from week 1 to week 9, Josh Dobbs has been a solid QB. Not the best, right?
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't taking the Cardinals to the Super Bowl, but by himself has been a solid QB. So when I saw that he was going to Minnesota Vikings, us being a Lions fan, I'm like, oh man, the Lions. At first, I wasn't happy to see Kirk Cousins go out for the season. But when he went out, I was like, okay, well, the Lions finna beat the Vikings twice. Don't beat them because they quarterback. They ain't have no quarterback. I ain't see Josh Dobbs coming. When they said they traded for him, I was like, oh, they finna go to the playoffs. The Vikings are still playoff bound. And then JJ is coming back in a couple weeks. So with them winning still, even though Kirk Cousins is out, with Josh Dobbs being a solid QB, man had 2 days to prepare and came in and won the game with these dudes and ain't even really had time. Now he's got time to cook and practice and get used to the receivers and play catch with these dudes for a whole week. He's finna come back even stronger. He was weak when he came, weak in the sense of he don't know the system, he don't know the coach, he don't know the people. He just know how to throw footballs. And he made it work. He made it happen, and he won the game in an unknown space with 2 days to prepare. Now he had a whole week to prepare, and their next matchup is very winnable. We're gonna get to that. I'm saying Josh Dobbs is a QB that's worth picking in fantasy sports. Don't overlook him. And the Lions better not look past the Vikings as just an easy win because Josh Dobbs going to get them that work. Passing the mic to you.
I agree. I don't have much to say after that.
All right, so let's get into what y'all came here for. I done ran my mouth enough, y'all. Open up to your DraftKings app to the NFL all-day contest. It should be 2 free contests, right? So before we get started, y'all, just want to let y'all know, if you put the show lineup that we're about to give you on the free squad, whether it does good or bad, if you don't make any money off this show lineup that we're about to give you, it's okay. You haven't lost anything. It's just a free lineup. There's 2 of them. We're gonna use both of these free lineups today for the NFL to start the show with, just to give y'all these lineups. We're gonna do our normal format, but just want to encourage y'all. The show squad that we give y'all does not have to go in as the screen shows you. You can always pick your favorite players off that squad or come into the chat room as we do live and become a part of the show. Like, we're making these picks. You're more than welcome to come in the chat room and critique the picks. Of course, within respect, we welcome everybody's input. And before we finalize and submit the lineup, if the chat room is approved of it, we can go on to the next one. We don't care. Our egos are not, big. All of this is for y'all. We do this for y'all. These are free picks, free suggestions. We ain't charge y'all a dime. All we want y'all to do is like, subscribe, and just support the community. So I'm going to start the quarterback situation off, right? I haven't done this in 10 weeks. I'm finally going to do it because, I should have been doing this as much as I've been praising these guys. We going with C.J. Stroud. right? And we're gonna pair C.J. Stroud up with Dalton Schultz because Dalton Schultz has been a very reliable person for C.J. Stroud, and C.J. Stroud has definitely been proving his worth. I remember when he got drafted. I watched him get drafted, and the coach D'Amico Ryans. I got a relative that used to play for the Texans, my uncle Shante Orr. Him and D'Amico Ryans, he was on his way out the door when D'Amico Ryans came to the league. So I got a chance to meet D'Amico Ryans like one time, I think a couple times at a couple of functions. I ain't talked to him much, but he was there. Got to shake his hand, got to kick it with him because my uncle plays football and he has a lot of football buddies. And to see D'Amico Ryan when he finally retires and turn his life around and become the coach of the Texans, I've been secretly, quietly rooting for the Texans just on the simple fact that D'Amico Ryans is their coach. And I remember when D'Amico Ryans got drafted to the Texans because I live here in Houston, and my relative that used to play for them, he's retired now, retired back in 2011. At the time, he was on his way out the door. I don't know the man personally, but I got a chance to meet him. So he kind of like family. I know my uncle still talk to him. Matter of fact, my uncle was just up there at the stadium a couple weeks back for some type of function because he's a retired player. He still get that, that pension. So anytime they call him, he got to go do what they say. So I know him and D'Amico Ryans kicked it. At this point, I can't be a part of it no more because he don't play for them. So just saying that to say that, I live in Houston and I'm not a Texans fan like that, but because D'Amico Ryans is the coach, I have been secretly rooting for the Texans. Not talking about them on the show, but every time they do something, I retweet it and I celebrate them and definitely celebrate Coach Ryans. Glad to see what's happening. The Texans may not necessarily go to the playoffs, may not necessarily go to the Super Bowl, but I'm proud of these boys. I'm proud of Coach Ryans. That's like a distant cousin for me, so I'm happy to see this going. Pass the mic, fan.
All right. Let's see here. We are back. Let's see here. Yeah, I think you're going to like that game. The Lions play the Chargers. How's that Chargers run defense?
It's pretty stout, and I honestly think that Lions. Here's what I say about the Lions game, and this is like a C+ analysis. Just a C+ analysis, just for that. I say the Lions are gonna win, but not by much, and I don't think nobody on either side of the ball are gonna put up any good numbers. I think the Lions defense are gonna give the Chargers hell. I think the Chargers defense are gonna irritate the Lions. Not gonna stop them, but they're gonna kind of irritate them. They're gonna kind of make them play the type of ball they don't want to play. A lot of field goals kicked, maybe some touchdowns scored. Yes, more touchdowns from the Lions than the Chargers. But I think spending high dollar on like Austin Eckler or Keenan Allen or Amon-Ra St. Brown or even Jared Goff or even Sam Laporta, I think the Lions game should be faded in fantasy sports. Still saying the Lions are going to get the win, but I can't tell you on either side of the ball what Lion or what Charger is going to do good. I think it's going to be some ice colds, and I think that game is going to really like upset a lot of people who pick players out that game. Still saying the Lions going to get the dub, but I don't like the matchup for the Lions. I don't like the matchup for the Chargers. I don't like this matchup for the Lions. Both of them are bad matchups for each other, and they're going to be playing some dirty ball, right? Chargers play dirty ball. Lions play dirty ball.
I agree. People
going to get hurt. Somebody going to get hurt. Somebody going to get nicked. It's going to be a dirty, ugly game. I think the Lions are going to win it, but I just don't. I personally am staying away from that game. I'm not picking no players. I'm just fading it completely because the Lions defense is going to give the Chargers hell, and the Chargers defense is going to give the Lions hell, but not enough hell to stop them from scoring. Right? That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
They're going to score, but who's going to score? And would you wager $8,000 on a Lion or a Charger, knowing that both of those defenses are going to give each other hell? I say it's a game you can just fade, and any production that you want, you can get from another game.
Gotcha. All right. Well, while you were sitting there talking, I was looking around. I like Bijan Robinson.
You like Bijan Robinson?
Yes.
Why do you like Bijan Robinson? What is it? I need you to explain to me and and NFL world. Why you want to waste your time with them dirty birds? Like, have you been seeing them play? Because I've been watching the Falcons play. I've been watching their game. Have you watched them play?
No, not really. But I mean,
Uh,
dude, what you trying to say?
Bijan,
Say what again?
Bijan Robinson isn't getting the ball, and he's not getting along with the coach. They're bumping heads.
Oh no.
They're arguing on the side.
Oh jeez, come on, people.
I'm looking at the chemistry. I'm looking at. There's a reason why Bijan's not getting the ball because I'm not calling him a prima donna. I'm saying he's been complaining about his touches, and that complaint has caused him to get even less touches. See what I'm saying? It's not that he's capable. He's very capable, but there's something going on in the Atlanta Falcons where there's just some disagreements happening on that sideline. I'm like, Bijan Robinson, why?
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't get a chance to catch last week.
You watched a Falcons game, man. The Falcons ain't doing nothing but taking your money this year. That's all they do. Taking your money. They ain't gonna win you nothing, man. I can't let you suggest the Falcon to the people. I can't let you do it.
Okay. I won't.
Bijan Robinson. I'm like, oh my God, why are we doing this to ourselves? Why would we do this to ourselves? We shouldn't do this to ourselves. No.
Okay.
However,
I won't do it.
You pick Bijan Robinson for the show, but what I'm gonna do is vehemently disagree with it. That's what I'm gonna do. Now, if you want to
no. See, I didn't know about the sideline stuff, so nope. No.
Yeah, bro.
I think, running back, man. I guess I'll pick up Aaron Jones.
Going against Pittsburgh? All right, pretty good pick. My pick for running back is Tony Pollard going against the Giants. I mean, why not? What are the Giants going to do?
You think he's going to have a big game?
Yeah. On Tony Pollard, please bring up Tony Pollard's game log on the screen if you don't mind, sir. Scroll down to the week 1 and see what Tony Pollard did to the Giants in week 1. You tell me what he did. He scored 2 touchdowns.
That is true.
And he's going to pay off his price against the Giants. So, Tony Pollard, your turn. Not even a long-winded explanation. That was just Tony Pollard. We can move on because he unless he get hurt. Knock on wood. I'm knocking on wood. Y'all can hear me knocking on wood. Unless something happens, ain't no reason why he wouldn't go off on these Giants. I'm talking about break the slate, go off. He gonna be flaming out because it's the Giants. What the Giants finna do? Somebody come to the chat room and tell me what the Giants finna do to the Cowboys. Say it with your chest. I want to hear it. I want to read it. I want you to tell me that the Giants finna stop Tony Pollard. I dare you.
Oh well, somebody named the thing. Named Daniel said not a goddamn thing.
Wait, somebody in the chat? I didn't see it.
Named Daniel said not a goddamn thing.
See? So yeah. So anyway.
Oh man, let's see here. Oh, do we spend up for Keenan Allen up against the Lions? I'm gonna say no.
$8,000. You're gonna be dependent. That means you want Detroit to fail and stop the pass. You have to want this. You think that not won't. You think that they're gonna fail on the pass. You think that Keenan Allen finna eat. If you think that, I'm gonna pray for you.
No.
If you think Keenan Allen finna eat out there with Brian Branch out there, and Hutchinson and Jack Campbell, and Marco Rodriguez. Do I need to keep naming names?
No, I'm gonna go. I'm a St. Brown.
All right, so we got 16,000 left. We got 4 spots to fill. It's time to start being cheap. It's time to start being cheap here. I love this matchup. I like this. I like Josh Dobbs, so I'm gonna get Addison going against the Saints because I don't see the Saints stopping the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings finna beat the Saints, y'all.
You said
I'm
you
sorry,
said
Vikings.
Patterson.
Addison. Saint the Vikings wide receiver.
Oh, Addison. It sound like you said Patterson. I'm like, what the hell?
Jordan Addison because Josh Dobbs is throwing the ball to him and can't see why he wouldn't do nothing.
Who's going to stop it is the biggest question. I have never seen Calvin Ridley at 5,600. That's fucking disturbing.
Well, he ain't been productive. That's why.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
He's going against the 49ers.
You know.
Oh, no, 49ers ain't that hard, though. They're not that. They can stop the run. They can't stop the pass. So that might not be a bad pick.
That's true.
I know. In other words, I'm not scared of the 49ers defense no more. I was at first, but I'm no longer scared of their defense anymore. Like, in other words, I'll go against them playing fantasy sports now. In week 10, I'll go against them. I don't care about their defense no more. Like they defense lost to the Vikings. They lost to the Vikings, and that's before Josh Dobbs got there. Right? Kirk Cousins beat the Vikings, so I ain't worried about the 49ers. Don't scare me. Kirk Cousins beat the 49ers with the Vikings. They don't scare me anymore. And if you just wanted to pick Ridley, I don't see nothing wrong with that pick.
Yeah.
But the reason his price so low is he's been productive.
I know.
They ain't been throwing him the ball. Travis Etienne eating it up.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at all these receivers. Man, I don't really see anybody outside. I think we're going to have to probably get rid of Brown. What's your thoughts?
Sure. We should get rid of Brown. Yes, we absolutely should do that. Here's the thing. Here's a matchup I want to bring to your attention. Or let me ask you a question, not the matchup. Do you think the Tennessee Titans defense can stop Chris Godwin and Mike Evans?
No.
There it is.
Yeah.
You answered your own question. There it is. That's so up to two wide receivers, pick one.
I'm gonna go Chris Godwin.
Gotcha. All right, we got one more wide receiver spot to fill. We got 12 grand. I'm gonna scroll down this menu, get some of these cheap ones because some of these cheap ones are actually going to have some great games. Let's see. Is Dotson doing well? Yes, he sure is. I want Jahan Dotson. Do I want Dotson? Nope, I don't want Dotson. I want Jackson Smith, nigga jibba. Right? I don't know his name. I don't know how to pronounce his name. He plays for the Seahawks, and he's $4,100. His name is Jackson Smith Ngaba, right? Nigga Jiba.
Man, you about to
right?
get us banned.
Listen, I'm trying to pronounce it. Right? I'm trying to pronounce his name. Jackson Smith Nigga Jiba is going to be the damn wide receiver. I don't know how to say that man's name. You say that. These letters don't even go together. You don't put an N, a J after an N. NJ. What is that? That's nigga Jiba.
Najikba. I don't know.
I don't know how to say it, but that's the receiver I want. The guy that plays for the Seahawks.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna pick the defense. I'm gonna go Lions.
There you go. That's a fantastic pick because the Chargers ain't finna do nothing. They gonna kick some field goals now. They gonna get a touchdown, right? I can see the Chargers put a touchdown on the board, but the bulk of their points gonna come from field goals. Right? I see the Chargers scoring a touchdown in the first half, a touchdown in the second half. And that's it. I'm giving the Chargers 2 actual touchdowns against the Lions. And that's it. Any other points will be field goal points. So I don't know what the score going to be, but I'm just going to give them a first half touchdown, second half touchdown, and field goals. Now, it could be a thing where they run up the scoreboard, where neither defense, where the Chargers score their 2 touchdowns, kick a bunch of field goals. So I think the Lions will stop them a lot. They'll get a lot of defensive stops, but not enough to stop them from getting out of field goal range. I think they're just going to come out there and kick that field goal. They're going to kick the shit out of some field goals. I'm just saying the Chargers ain't going to be able to score like they want to. I'm just giving them 2 touchdowns because it's NFL, and these guys are NFL players. They're pros. They can just because you good don't mean you unstoppable, right? Somebody gonna squeeze in that touchdown, even if it's a 1 yard line push touchdown. The Chargers gonna get in the end zone twice. Now the Lions on the other hand, they probably gonna score 4 touchdowns, But I'm just saying, like, the Lions, they're not gonna be like their normal high flying selves. They're gonna struggle this game. They're gonna struggle in this game. I'm saying they're going to win, and I'm saying they're going to lose, but I'm just saying they're going to struggle. This game might not even really take off till second half. I don't see this being a high-flying game. Not 4 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns. I'll give the Lions 3 touchdowns and field goals. So both teams going to be kicking field goals, but I think the Lions having the one more touchdown than them is going to keep them in the league and having the edge. I still see it as a close game, though. I see the Chargers keeping the game close, kicking those field goals, but not necessarily keeping the lead. And I see the Chargers giving a lot of 3 and outs to the Lions, but the Lions going to still score. And I just see them winning. So the defense would be great because one of them touchdowns can be a defensive touchdown, right? I could see Brian Branch getting a pick 6. He could get that, right? Brian Branch can easily get a pick 6 and take it back to the house. That can be one of their touchdowns. And then the Lions put 2 more touchdowns up. Sam Laporta gets one. I don't see Amon-Ra St. Brown scoring a touchdown, but I can definitely see him getting at least 7, 8 catches and about 80, 90 yards. And I don't know if Jahmyr Gibbs or Monty is gonna have the good game. I don't know. I can't say because Monty is coming back from injury, so I don't know how well he's gonna be. And Jahmyr Gibbs is hot right now, so Monty might not be his self. And I think Jahmyr Gibbs could very well go off. But then again, I could be wrong, and Monty could go off, and Jahmyr Gibbs is ice cold. I don't know. I don't really know what the running back situation going to look like. I just see the Detroit Lions as a team scoring touchdowns, and I see the Chargers as a team kicking field goals. Right? So that's a defensive pick is just, it's a good pick. All right, so 5,300 left to fill the flex spot.
You got 53. I got 46.
You're right. I said that wrong. 4,600 to pick the flex spot. I like. Let's see, at 4,600. I like Tyler Boyd, but then again, nope. There it is. We're gonna go with Ferguson for the Dallas Cowboys. Ferguson. Click on Ferguson game log.
Nah, I know why you going with him. Don't worry about it.
Click. Listen, don't click on the game log because that doesn't do justice. But Ferguson has been balling, and I think he's going to have a great game against the Giants. So we got C.J. Stroud, Aaron Jones, Tony Pollard, Chris Godwin, Jordan Addison, Jackson Smith, nigga Jeeba, Dalton Schultz, is it Jeff Ferguson or Jake Ferguson, and the Lions on defense. Into that squad now. Going to the next free squad, and you can start us off with the quarterback.
Going with the all day, right?
Yeah, all day.
Here we go. Let's see here. Which quarterback? Now, man, I have not really did any analysis. I can tell you that much. Let's see here. I'm going to pass on Dak because I don't think he's going to throw a lot. You think Geno Smith's going to be doing good against them Washington Commanders?
Geno Smith is turning back into the person I didn't like to begin with, so I don't trust Geno Smith anymore.
Ouch.
Geno Smith is average 14 DFS. He's back to the reason why I didn't like picking. I said this at the start of the season. I don't like Geno Smith, and I don't like. It's not how I don't like him as a person. He is a quarterback you can't rely on.
That's true.
And then when you don't, yeah, I just the Commanders are beatable on defense, but Geno Smith execution is just shaky. I think Sam Howell's a better quarterback than Geno Smith.
Oh yeah, and he did. And last week he destroyed, didn't he? Or was it the week before?
All beat the Eagles.
Yes,
Again.
that's true.
Sam Howell took the Eagles to overtime twice. He put up 35 points on the Eagles. They lost, but he still put up 35 points.
That's true. Yeah.
So 30-something points. All right, 30. Look, put it like this. If it's not 35, it's still 3-0. There's 30 points in 2 different games. So he's put up a total of 60 points against the Eagles defense. The air quote, best team in the NFL right now. Air quote, right? Everybody say that. The Eagles is the best team. Well, the Chargers with Sam Howell, the Commanders with Sam Howell at quarterback has a grand total in this season of 60 points against the Eagles defense. I think he's a lot better than Geno Smith. Geno Smith can't say that. He can't say he did that to the Eagles. Geno Smith can't say he did that to none of his matchups he even had. Geno Smith he's barely getting by. But Sam Howell, which is the same price as Geno Smith, I think the Commanders finna beat the Seahawks. To be honest with you, I think the Commanders gonna beat the Seahawks. I don't know who's gonna win. I could be wrong, but I'm leaning on. I'm rooting for the Commanders on this. Gotcha. I'm actually rooting for the Commanders to win. Gotcha. I want them to beat the Seahawks because I don't like Geno.
Gotcha. I think I know who I'm going for.
Geno Smith is not.
No, not Geno.
Reliable.
No, not Geno. Maybe.
He
Maybe for another matchup, but not now. I'm gonna go Brock Purdy, and right. I'm gonna go George Kittle.
All right, George Kittle. Okay, so running back spots. We had Tony Pollard already. I can't pass this up. I'm not afraid of the 49ers. I'm going with Travis Etienne. I'm not scared of the 49ers. Y'all might be, but I'm thinking Travis Etienne finna have another good game. I don't know who's going to win. They might lose. The Jaguars might lose to the 49ers, but I think Travis Etienne finna have a good day. I don't think the 49ers going to stop.
That's true. Let's see here. I think I'm going to take a receiver. Let's see here. Looking for one receiver. I would say Mike. Wait a minute. Hold up. Guess who's back that we have not heard any news on?
Who?
Debo.
Yeah, Debo's back.
I didn't hear that he's back.
I heard that he was back. I just didn't jump for joy. I didn't think he was going to do much against the Jaguars, but he's back. Yeah.
I'm going to take my pick away from George Kittle. Let me see. Yeah, I'm going to take it away from George Kittle. And I'm going to give it to Debo.
Okay, but it's still your pick.
Yeah, I know. Or I could have both, but no, that's probably not the best thing to do.
Nah, not on the all-day squad.
Nah. But you want to know something? Like you said, you're not really scared of them 49ers.
Nah, I ain't scared of them no more.
Yeah, give me Christian Kirk.
Word up. Yeah, I think Christian Kirk is a better Jaguar wide receiver than... I mean, he's not better than Ridley. It's just that they're showing him the favoritism. No, they're throwing the ball to him.
I don't think it's that. I think everybody's... they know what Ridley can do, and they try to double him up. And they're trying to stop him, but that frees up Kirk.
So the other running back spot, I think a lot of people are overlooking this guy, but I haven't overlooked him, and he's been very good to me. That's Rashad White for the Buccaneers going against the Tennessee Titans. Rashad White has been quietly balling. He has been saving the Buccaneers' asses, saving Baker Mayfield's ass. And I just see him as a very productive running back in this game. He's the starter. He's 5,800, and he's very reliable. And he's playing against the Titans. I don't see the Titans stopping shit. The Titans finna lose to the Buccaneers, right? They finna lose. And then you got Rashad White is the nucleus because he's a threat, which leaves Mike Evans and Chris Godwin open. Rashad White is the reason why Baker Mayfield has been looking good. Now, I ain't watched every game, but I've caught a few Bucs games, just a few. I ain't watched every Bucs game because it's not possible. But the Bucs games I was able to watch because they were just on my TV. I'm watching Rashad White run all over people. I'm like, who is this guy? And I've been picking him ever since. I ain't been announced on the show, but we're gonna pick him today.
Gotcha.
I thought you.
What you say?
I thought you would have picked him last squad.
I thought about it. I looked at him. I ain't gonna lie.
Look, we got him. We got him.
Yeah, another guy. I'm gonna go ahead and pick that tight end. I know I picked it up at first. I went from George Kittle to Sam Laporta.
All right, so we got 13,000 left to fill 3 spots.
You got 15. I got 13.
Well, I got the same people you got.
Okay, you said 15 though, didn't you?
No, I said 13,000.
Okay, yeah, just making sure. We're good.
That's
We're good. We're good. We're good.
Let's see, 13,000 left. I pick her. I didn't pick him at first. I'm gonna pick him now. No, I know who I want to pick. Noah Brown for Houston, Texas. Noah Brown had 6 receptions for 153 yards and a touchdown against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He put up a monster game. Him and C.J. Stroud. Now he might not give us 30 against the Cincinnati Bengals, but he's a cheap receiver who's going to get the ball thrown to him. So I can definitely see him giving me a good, strong 15 points for $3,700. For $3,700, if you give me 15 points, I won't be mad at him. He ain't got to give me 30. Just give me 15.
Yep. And I'm going to go with another tight end for the flex. Give me Tyson Hill.
I like Tyson Hill. I definitely like Tyson Hill. We have 4,700 to pick a defense, and I'm going with the Cowboys. I want the Cowboys on defense to stop them Giants. We have Brock Purdy, Travis Etienne, Rashad White, Noah Brown, Deebo Samuels, Kirk Cousins, Sam Laporta, Taysom Hill, double tight ends, and the Cowboys on defense. We're going to enter that squad. Okay, so we enter in the midpoint of the show. Let's see. Wait a minute. Did I do that right? Hold on a second. I think I did something wrong here. There's another free squad. I'm gonna say that one for myself. Nope, that's my free squad. Let's see. Let's go do the afternoon turbo. But do I want tiers or do I want? Let me see. Before I say this. Okay, yeah. I want the turbo 2-game turbo tournament, not the tiers. So let's open our DraftKings app again to the 425 afternoon turbo 2-game.
Just 2 games? Oh wow.
Yep, it's 2 games. And I am going to start us off with Sam Howell, and he's going to throw the ball to Jahan Dotson. Sam Howell paired up with Jahan Dotson.
Gotcha. This makes running back easy. Give me Pollard.
And I will take the other running back as I will take Kenneth Walker running all over the Washington Commanders because they can't stop anything. They can't stop the run or the pass on defense. Because they all offense on Washington. They ain't got no defense there.
Gotcha. I'll take your boy Smith Najigba.
I want this so bad, and I'm glad you left it to me. Give me CD motherfucking Lamb to eat up the Giants. The CeeDee Lamb had a monster game, 190 yards on 11 receptions last week. They
Yeah.
lost Eagles, but he put up 190 yards and 11 receptions against the Eagles. What he finna do to the Giants? Who he finna eat them
Well,
Giants up?
they probably pissed too that they lost to the Eagles. They shouldn't have lost that game.
They should, but they didn't lose the game. The refs gave them the game. I watched the game. The refs cheat for the Eagles. The Eagles are where they are because the refs are instructed not to call shit on. The Eagles didn't get not one call on them in their Dolphins game. Just the Dolphins. The Dolphins committed penalties. The Eagles didn't commit no penalties at all. The whole 4 quarters of football.
That's
Then,
bullshit.
then you watch them play the Cowboys. They got one penalty called on them. Every penalty was called on the Cowboys only. The refs are cheating for the Eagles. The Eagles are a whole meme online where the Eagles players are hugging the refs. That is a whole meme online right now. And this isn't. I'm not an Eagles hater. All of NFL world can see that the refs are cheating for the Eagles. Everybody can see that. So I can't take the Eagles seriously as a serious team when y'all getting these questionable ass calls. Y'all letting the tush push in and of itself is some BS. So it's like, you know what, the Eagles are a big joke to me. If they win again, oh well, I don't see them going to the Super Bowl again. But I just think that they're rigging the game for them. They're not rigging it for the Chiefs anymore. It's like the Chiefs they're done with the Chiefs. It's like the NFL or the gatekeepers are done with the Chiefs now. Y'all had y'all run. We want the Eagles now. And it's like they're propping them up because all of the refs are in on it and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, get out of here. Get out of here. The Cowboys should have won. Right? They should have won because they were winning. But you can't beat the refs.
That's very true.
I don't blame the Cowboys at all for losing that game. I don't blame anybody. The refs are going to make sure the Eagles won.
And they did.
So it is what it is. You kind of lose it. You playing it. In other words, going forward until playoffs, I'm not going against the Eagles anymore. Not because I'm scared of them, because their defense is trash. Like, I might pick a player here and there, but I'm not playing those contests where we pick a winner, who wins, the Eagles or their opponent. Like, I'm not playing in those little fantasy sports contests where I pick just the winner of the team, because the Eagles they're cheating. They're just cheating. It's just straight up. The Eagles are the new Patriots. Remember the Patriots used to cheat?
Wow.
The Patriots all cheated. The Patriots were fined for cheating. Tom Brady was still playing for them. It was proven that the Patriots cheat. Reading people's lips and watching people, putting plants in their fucking locker rooms and shit, listening to their damn game field, reporting it back to Bill Belichick and shit. All that shit was proven. It wasn't proven, but it was rumored, and it was inside rumors that, never got any credence, but it's like, it is what it is, man. And then the gatekeepers, once Tom Brady left, all right, well, no more Patriots. They can't even cheat no more because it's not working in their favor anymore. That's why Bill Belichick's job is on the line. So now the same thing is happening with the Eagles. It's too obvious, man. Like, the refs cheated for the Patriots, didn't call nothing on them. Now they're doing the same shit for the Eagles now. It's just up to the Eagles players to execute. As long as the Eagles players execute, they can still win. But if they injured out, not executing, then it doesn't matter what the refs do, they're gonna lose. The refs can only do so much. Y'all still got to execute. So far the Eagles are executing. That's why they're winning. But if the refs were judging the game fairly, the Eagles wouldn't win every game. They're good, but they're not that fucking good. I've been watching the Eagles play. They're not that damn good. They're good enough. They're not trash. But the best team in the NFL? Nah. I'll say the Dolphins are the best team in the NFL.
Gotcha.
If I had to say the best team in the NFL is, I'm putting the Miami Dolphins right there, in my opinion. You fuck what their record is. Dolphins are the best team in the NFL. And right now in 2023. Top 5, Dolphins number 1 in my opinion. That's just where I'm at. Not the Eagles, not the Chiefs, the Dolphins. That's how
Yeah,
I'm
you're going to piss a lot of people off because a lot of people love the Chiefs.
I am a diehard Lions fan. Win or lose, them my boys ride or die. But I'm honest too. the best team in the NFL right now is the Miami Dolphins, not the Chiefs, not the Eagles. I don't know who the second best team is, but I'm telling you, the best team in the league is the Dolphins.
I mean, I can argue it ain't the Eagles or the Chiefs.
It's not. It's not. The stats prove that. See, I'm looking at stats, not my opinion. I say that with stats backing me, not my strong opinion because I like the Dolphins or I like Tyreek Hill or I don't like. No, this ain't about liking. This ain't about bias because we are, if nothing else, we are unbiased fantasy sports podcast. We're unbiased. We are Lions fans, and we're not biased to them.
True.
I'm just being honest, and I'm looking at the stats, the numbers. I've been playing fantasy sports for 10 weeks of this season, picking Dolphins. Win or lose, the Dolphins are the best team in the league right now. When they're healthy, everybody on the field, Yvonne Achane, Mostert, and Waddle and Tyreek Hill and O-line is acting right. Tua firing on all four cylinders. The defense firing on four cylinders. Jalen Ramsey is in full effect. I'm just saying the Dolphins are the best team in the league right now. It's up to them to execute, but they're the best team, bro. That's not my opinion. These are the facts of the stats. The paperwork shows the Dolphins are the best team.
Gotcha. All right, well, let's move along because that's a whole discussion in itself.
Right.
I'm going to go with the tight end, Ferguson.
Good pick. I'm going to go ahead and get this defense out the way, pick them Cowboys yet again.
Wow, 3,400. Let's see.
Oh, yeah, some Giants players can definitely do something.
Yeah.
Not going to do nothing like spectacular, but they're going to pay off their price.
Did Crowder have one big game?
Yep. Just looking at Crowder. That's a good pick if you do pick.
Yeah, he's getting targets. Yeah, I'm going to go Crowder.
All right. So we have Sam Howell, Kenneth Walker, Tony Pollard, Smith, Nigajima again, Jahan Dotson, CeeDee Lamb, Jake Ferguson, and Jamison Crowder and the Cowboys on defense. I'm going to enter that squad. I don't know if I want to play primetime football. I'm going to take a look at it real quick. I'm not necessarily going to make a lineup for it. Yeah, I don't. Primetime consists of the Jets versus the Vegas Raiders, Sunday night football.
Wow.
And Denver Broncos versus the Buffalo Bills, Monday night football. Both games I want to fade. So y'all, good luck to y'all in fantasy world. I don't care about those games. I don't know who's going to do what. I don't know who's going to win. Josh Allen is trash. I'm tired of picking Josh Allen and being disappointed. Russell Wilson, never know with him. This O'Connell boy is the starting rookie. And Zach Wilson has been Zach Wilson since the season started. So I just don't see a reason to waste time and money making a lineup for Jets in the Raiders game. I don't know who's gonna win, but it don't matter because they ain't finna do too much of nothing. So let's go ahead and close the show out. Do NBA squad early slate, NBA early slate, and you can go ahead and start us off.
What? I get a chance to start us out, even though, oh man, let's see, a 2-gamer. Let's see, who do we have here, though? I'm looking at the util spot. I'm trying to see who do we have. Paul George is too high. Too many stars on that team. Harden, he's too high.
We could pick one, right? I think.
I think since it's a 2-game, we're gonna need.
Yeah,
one
you don't
of
have
them.
to. Yeah, you can't fade. You can't you ain't got to pick all 4. No. And I think we discussed this behind the scenes, so I'm gonna say it publicly. So let me say this publicly before you even pick.
Yeah.
With James Harden being traded to the Clippers, that has dwarfed all 4 of their numbers. James Harden numbers, Russell Westbrook numbers, Paul George numbers, and Kawhi Leonard's numbers. This doesn't mean that they're like doing bad. I mean, I think they lost 1 game and won 2. I think so far since he's been back. He's been back for 3 games. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think they lost 1 to the Knicks, and I think they won. I think they beat Brooklyn, and I think they beat Dallas. I think. But I'm saying the production, the fantasy sports production from James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Paul George, and Kawhi Leonard has been dwarfed. They all averaging 30 points apiece. Each of them with sharing the ball and being unselfish. They all decided nobody's the star. We're all going to work towards a championship. What that means is there are no ball hogs. Harden, surprisingly, isn't hogging the ball. He's passing it. He's letting Westbrook run the show sometimes. And then sometimes, I think Harden played on the second unit. They had one game, Westbrook started, and when he went to sit down on the bench, Harden came in with the second unit and ran the second unit, and vice versa. Harden started one game, and Westbrook came in with the second unit. So they're playing around with different rotations at the Clippers, but what that's doing is it's affecting the fantasy sports lineups because you're expecting Harden to do what Harden used to do, which is just go off with 50, 60 points. Well, he's giving you a solid 30. Westbrook's giving you a solid 30. Paul George giving you a solid 30. And Kawhi Leonard giving you a solid 30. But they all cost $7,000, $8,000 a piece. So if we're going to pick one, I say pick the cheapest Clipper because all four of them are going to give you 30 points. All four of them. You're going to get 30 plus. Not 30 even. It'll be 30 and some change. But it ain't going to be 40. It ain't going to be 50. Because of the fact that all four of them are on the same team and they're not relying on one person. Like you're not picking Harden going against the Clippers or Russell Westbrook going against Harden. Like they're all together. So they kind of cancel each other out, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's working for them because they're winning games. So while it's affecting us in the fantasy world, it's helping the Clippers win games by both of them being unselfish and not stat padding. Just want to say that, get that off my chest, just so that, because we talked about this. I just want to be more in detail on the mic about it. Like, I'm thinking James Harden and Westbrook and Paul George and Kawhi Leonard are just not trustworthy fantasy picks. But I still think the Clippers are going to be a strong playoff run. They're going to the.
They're going to the playoffs. I can see that.
They headed there.
All right. But I'm going to start it out. I'm going to go hit up the one. I'm going to go with Jones. Trey Jones from Washington.
Titus Jones. Yeah. Good pick against Brooklyn. Let's see. Desmond Bane has been balling. I don't know if you noticed it, but I've been noticing. Desmond has been balling. He's been balling.
I know, but I've had him since before he got 9,000, so I've been really loving the discount. Now he at 9,000.
Like he's not, but he's definitely worth the 9,000, especially in a turbo like this. Desmond Bane has turned himself into a fantasy sports star. Not necessarily a star on the media section where they talk about him and give him praise in the news because he's not that type of star, but he's definitely a fantasy sports star. I'm going with Desmond Bane at a 2.
Gotcha. I'm going to take up that guard spot. Give me Spencer Dinwiddie.
The number 3 spot I like because he's playing a lot of minutes, not necessarily because he's overly productive, but because he's just playing a lot of minutes, and that's Denny Advija.
Gotcha.
Whatever you say his name. Washington Wizards.
Let's see here. Let me see here. With Simmons out, no. I'm going to go with screaming in my face. I'm gonna go with Royce O'Neal at the 4.
Royce O'Neal, yeah, because they don't really have a big man there that's reliable. And I like Claxton. He's back. Claxton, I'm going to bring up his game log real quick. I'm going to read this little article. Claxton isn't on the injury report for Saturday's game against the Wizards. Claxton is set to return after suffering a high ankle sprain in Brooklyn's season opener. 24-year-old big man should return to the starting lineup. It won't be surprising for him to be on a minutes restriction
and Royce O'Neal and Finney Smith will likely see their minutes reduced due to Claxton's return. So that leaves me with my other sleeper pick, which is Bismack Biyombo for the Memphis Grizzlies, because Bismack Biyombo was good last year. He's good this year. He's always cheap. I don't know why Bismack Biyombo doesn't cost more than he costs, but I'm not going to complain because his price is going up. 5,900 center, Bismack Biyombo. He's not Bam. He's not Jokic, but he's very solid and very reliable and very cheap. And I just, I hate to go against the Clippers, but it's a turbo. You kind of have to. And Zubac, to me, is good, but Bismack is bigger and stronger. So I think Zubac's going to just be shooting jump shots. I think Bismack going to be on the boards. I think Bismack Biyombo is a rebounding. He just gets boards, man. He gets freaking rebounds, bro. He don't score a lot. Like he got his last game, he had 15 points, but he's not a prolific scorer. Mm-hmm. But he protects that damn rim, man, and them rebounds add up on your line. You get 15 rebounds. I mean, he gonna get you a double, right? So if he don't score, let's say he scores 12 points, 10 points, 12 points, right? But he's finna get you at least 10 rebounds. You gonna get a double out of Bismack Biyombo, and that double don't have to be high. As long as he give you 10 points and 10 rebounds, which he gonna give you more than 10 rebounds, you good. I'm going with Bismack, bro. Gotcha. He's cheap. He's reliable. He ain't let me down yet.
Gotcha. Let's see here. You know what? No. Let me just go for it. Let me see here. How many minutes does Zaire Williams play? He only plays 20 minutes a game.
Who? Zaire Williams?
Yeah, Zaire.
The thing with Zaire Williams is that it depends on the matchup with him sometimes. Like it's just I still don't understand the Grizzlies rotation. Like Desmond Bane seems to me to be the actual replacement for what's the boy name that's suspended right now? What's his name? The boy with the dreadlocks. I can't think of his name. The young boy for the Grizzlies that's suspended.
Morant.
Yeah, Ja Morant. Because Desmond Bane has been holding it down since Ja Morant's been out. And he's out on suspension. I don't even know how long his suspension is. I just know he's just out on suspension. And Desmond Bane has been the only, viable Grizzly, So let me scroll down. Let me look at Ja Morant. Let me read it. No, they don't even have no news on him. Like his name just there. You know what I'm saying, for $3,000. So I don't really know the timetable, but Memphis is just they haven't won a game yet. They 0-for right now. They just 0-for. They are 0 in. See how many games have they played? I don't know how many games the Grizzlies have played. How many games have they played? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. They 0 for 10. They haven't won nothing. Well, I think they may have won a Utah game. I don't know, but I know they're not winning. But Desmond Bane he's been stat pad. So we love a stat padder. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have to win. They can lose and we can get our stat. I don't think he's gonna go off, so to speak, on the Clippers because it's the Clippers, but because Desmond Bane is their star player, he's gonna have a ball in his hand and not. So even though they're gonna lose this game, Desmond Bane is still gonna put up his stats, I believe. And I could be wrong, but Zaire Williams, I just don't know, bro. Like, I don't know.
I'm gonna stay away from him.
Yeah, he'll have a good game and then he'll just be ice cold. It's like, why is he ice cold? But he playing all these minutes.
That's true.
Like he in the game, he on the court, but he's not doing nothing. Like I don't understand what's going on. But I can't see the game either. I only see the tickers. When I'm watching if I'm making a lineup and I have a Grizzly player, all I can do is go look at some online tickers and see the game's stats as they happen live. But I can't see the game, so I don't know why Zaire Williams is on the court but not doing nothing. Because it'll show Zaire Williams on the court in the game. You'll see where his minutes is. He's just in the game, but he's not the one shooting the ball. He's not the one doing the assist. He's not the one getting the rebound. He's not doing nothing. He ain't at the free throw line. Like, what is he doing? I just see his name on the screen, but I don't see him doing nothing. So I don't know. I can't recommend him, but I also can't tell you really what to expect. I don't know. He's just one of them picks that you just got to know he's going to play today because I don't know. I don't know.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm going to go away from him. I'm going to go Lonnie Walker in the forward spot. And I'm going to leave you
I'm so glad you picked Lonnie Walker, bro, because I was going to pick him next. That was who I was going to pick, had you not. Because Lonnie Walker has been quietly balling, man. He is the Brooklyn's saving grace sometime, bro. I watched one Brooklyn Nets game, and not the whole game, just the first half, and Lonnie Walker was out there just balling. And I was like, who's this guy? I know who he is, but I was just like, who's this guy? Who's Lonnie Walker? Why is there nobody playing with him? But he played with LeBron. First of all, Lonnie Walker played a whole year with LeBron James. So that kind of explains why his game is better. You know what I'm saying? He played with LeBron. You know, they traded him or whatever from the Lakers to the Brooklyn Nets. But Lonnie Walker played on team with LeBron, man, and he is just definitely is looking to me like he learned something and he's using what he learned because this man is in rare form. I don't even recognize Lonnie Walker anymore. Lonnie Walker, I'm expecting to see is the little, mediocre dude. No, not this Lonnie Walker. But we got to fill this last spot. I like Cameron Johnson. I don't think he's going to go off, but we need to fill the spot, and I trust him over Luke Kennard. I trust him over Santi Aldama. Excuse me. Excuse me. And I trust him over Dennis Smith Jr. Wait a minute. Let me read Dennis Smith Jr. Smith has been upgraded from Christian. Okay, so they're not. I don't know what's up with Dennis Smith Jr. He had a good game one time, and that was against Boston, which was yesterday. So I don't trust that. I need more consistency. I think I'm going to just go with Cameron Johnson. I'm not expecting him to go off, but we got to fill the spot. 5,200. Brooklyn, he's going to be on the court. He's going to give us 25 minutes. I can't complain. So we got Tyus Jones, Desmond Bane, David Avdija, Royce O'Neal, Bismack Biyombo, Spencer Dinwiddie, Lonnie Walker, and Cameron Johnson. I'm thinking, I'm not sure. All right, so I'm having second thoughts on Desmond Bane. The reason being is because I'm relying too much on $8,000 or $9,000 is a lot going against the Clippers. I still like Desmond Bane. I don't dislike him, but I know the Clippers play defense. You got Paul George, James Harden, Westbrook, and Kawhi Leonard playing defense. This man costs $9,000. So even though he still may push 45 points, they're gonna lose this game. The Grizzlies are going to lose. It's inevitable. They're not winning. So I want to switch this out. I don't want Desmond Bane anymore. I want Jordan Poole. In the number 2 spot. I'm going to go out here, take out Cameron Johnson. And yeah, I'm taking Cameron Johnson out.
Going Westbrook.
Yes, exactly, because the reason I'm going with Westbrook is because we need at least one Clipper, right? And I was looking at the squad. I was just staring at it. I was like, wait a minute. We don't have no Clippers. Not that we need all 4 of them, but we need one of the 4, right? And if all 4 of them are going to give us 30 points anyway, well, let's get the cheaper of the 4. Let's get Westbrook. And now I'm more satisfied with the squad. I kind of still want Desmond Bane, but, I'll make another squad offline and see what that looks like. I do want Desmond Bane still because I still think that the Grizzlies' game plan kind of revolves around, right? Him being healthy, the Grizzlies, without him, who are they? Right? They're nobody as it is. And Desmond Bane is breathing some life into the team. So I don't see him having a bad game, but $9,000 going against the Clippers, and he's kind of the only star we have on his squad. If I'm going to have a star, I want to try it and true star. And with the Clippers playing such good defense, disruptive defense, right? They play disruptive defense, stealing the ball, forced turnovers, you know, getting Desmond Bain in foul trouble, type of stuff where he's in the game, he's already got 3 fouls, and it's the second quarter, and he's already got 3 fouls. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna put him out. So a lot of the stuff that the Clippers do kind of dwarfs your players' stats. It's not that your player is trash. It's just that the team that they're playing, their stats are dwarfed. So I just like Westbrook better. So we got Tyus Jones, Jordan Poole, David Ajita, Royce O'Neal, Bismack Biyombo, Spencer Dinwiddie, Lonnie Walker, and Westbrook to close us out. I'm about to enter that.
Gotcha.
So I guess that is a wrap. We have officially touched on all the lineups. You got anything, last words? Hyper picks. Make sure y'all check out our TikTok page, the Recap Hyper Picks on TikTok. I may or may not get a chance to get a video out tonight. I'll try to get something on the TikTok page pertaining to football, not basketball. But I don't know. It'll just be one little video, and I don't know what it's gonna be yet. But y'all make sure y'all go over to the TikTok page and follow us on TikTok. We're trying to grow over there. Make sure you like and share this video. Hope y'all get this money. I hope y'all have a good time draft day. And if nothing else, make yourselves a Cowboys lineup going against the Giants. B plus analysis before I go really quick. The Cowboys are going to beat the Giants. Right? I know it's a low-hanging fruit. I know that's a low-hanging fruit for me. I know that's kind of sleazy of me to do the B plus analysis on the Cowboys and Giants game, but we've ran out of time. We've ran over an hour, so it's just easy, right? The Cowboys are going to beat the shit out of the Giants. B plus analysis. That's it. Nothing else needs to be said. The B plus analysis for today's show, as we close out, is that the Cowboys are going to beat the hell out of the New York Giants. B plus analysis for the Recap Fantasy Sports Podcast. I am your host, Open Mind, along with your other host, DZ.
Good night, everybody.
Happy drafting. Peace.